Joe, how are you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thanks, Jamie. How are you?
Yeah, good. Very good. Thank you. Very good. First of all, thank you for doing this. Really do appreciate it. First question is, actually, to preface that question, we've been working together, I guess, for 2 years. Was it 2020 that we started working together the first time?
Yeah, I think it was by the end of 2019. So, yeah,
What,
more than 2 years.
maybe it was 2019. But what was it that attracted you towards um working with me one to one originally, but then also I suppose the academy, because you've been in the academy for the past 6 months as well. So what was it that was happening at the time in the business that you
Mhm.
felt like, oh, I really feel like I need some help with this?
Yeah. So, yeah, as you said, at the beginning, we have started the one-to-one sessions with you because
Yeah,
that was before the academy.
yeah.
So, my husband, he found you on LinkedIn. So we were at the stage when we were running the domestic cleaning. And as long as I remember, we always wanted to become a commercial cleaning business.
Mm.
But for about 2 years, we were expanding just with domestics, and we were wondering what can we do differently to be able to move on and how we can get more commercial contracts. And yeah, we didn't know what to do like for 2 years, and then suddenly Paul, my husband, he saw your video on LinkedIn, and he thought like for a few days before he mentioned me about you that it will be worth it, shall we try it or not? And he decided, okay, I'm gonna show you somebody, and he might be able to help us, but don't be too excited. um, so I've seen the video, and we decided, okay, we will get in touch with you, and we will see how it's gonna be and what you're gonna say. So we joined one-to-one sessions,
Yeah, yeah,
and that was the stage when we were dealing with commercial cleaning mainly. And yeah, the main reason, besides the things that we wanted to focus on commercials, another reason was that we had so many issues with the staff. So
mm,
um, when we started at the beginning, we were like just me and Paul, and then we became busier and busier, and we said, okay, we're gonna employ people.
yeah,
And yeah, it became more challenging than we were fed up with dealing
yeah.
with lots of complaints. That's the standard one, I guess.
It is.
The standards haven't been the same as ours. They didn't show up, and we had to cover them.
Yeah.
We couldn't find anybody reliable who will stay with us, and so we were fed up. We thought that we might give up at some
Yeah.
stage, but then we saw your video and we got in touch with you.
Nice.
And
Yeah. So when we first started working together,
mhm,
um, it was 2020 because I remember
mhm.
because the pandemic hit, and that's when I really started doing the coaching. So it must have been 2020, but it does feel like it's been even longer than that.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Like I can't. It just feels like we've been working together forever. When
Mhm.
you first started, like you said, you were doing lots of residential. Pretty much, it was pretty much solely domestic. But I think maybe you have one or two things for
Yeah,
commercial. But I
yeah,
knew that
just
was where
the
you wanted to
one.
go.
Mhm.
So 2 years on, roughly 2 years on, almost.
Mhm.
Where are things at now? So you were pretty much purely residential, couple of staff, you were fed up and exhausted by the sound of it. Where are things now, 2 years on?
Yeah, so currently we are focusing on commercials mainly. We have managed to sell our domestic side of the business some time ago. So yeah, we are focusing on commercials mainly. Um, from we had, I think we had when we started two employees. So from two employees, we have reached the level of 13
Wow.
right now, and they are really, really reliable, and we can trust their standards.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we feel that we are becoming like a real company, not like just self-employed cleaners.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
crazy. What a difference.
yeah, it is.
Because
It's
that's an additional 11 cleaners, but you and Paul were doing a lot of the cleaning at that point as well.
Mhm.
So
we
it's,
yeah, we couldn't stick with any cleaners for longer than 3 months.
wow.
And yeah, then either they finished the cooperation with us, or we just said them goodbye.
Yeah, not the right fit. Amazing transformation, honestly, absolutely incredible. It's funny because I say this in every single video, but I never know what we're going to talk about. I've got the questions, and just for transparency, everybody, we do have questions that I prep people with, just to say, hey, this is what I'm going to ask you, but we don't run through any of the answers or anything. We just sit down, hit record, and we go for it. So it's really interesting reflecting on it, because that's an amazing accomplishment over a 2-year period. That's a huge bit of growth, because that must be, I don't know, you must be getting up for at least 10 times the size you were 2 years ago, like up towards that in terms of revenue. It's like, that's a huge amount of growth.
Yeah, it's almost, we doubled our income. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. What's it like being a part of the academy? And also, what's it like working with me? Feel free to be as honest as you want to be.
Okay, so with the academy, I like the opportunity to do the videos and the course when
Yeah.
I have free time. So that gives you a flexibility. And I like the tasks we have by the end of each topic. That is a really good thing. So we can check at what stage we are in the company, and what needs to be improved and implemented at first place. And yeah, I feel that whatever questions I need help with, I can get in touch with you in terms of quote issues, team management, marketing, uh, whatever questions I need, I get the support. Yeah, it's pretty good, as we in the academy, it's you and Joey right now.
Yeah.
And we are also in touch with other members of the academy, so
Yeah.
we are sharing our experiences
Yeah.
and support each other. It also pushes you forward, as you are sharing, we are sharing each other our experiences, what goals we achieved week by week, and what was been tough. And yeah, that feel that it gives you like feeling that you are not anymore on your own in your business, that you you have a support and you belong somewhere, and you won't stay on your own with all your issues you need to deal running the business. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
That makes a huge difference.
It can feel really lonely sometimes, even if you're in the business with a partner,
Yeah.
or even if you've got loads of staff. It can still feel really lonely, because you just like, is it just us? Are we the only people having these problems? And then when you see that actually a lot of these things are common struggles in the industry, a lot of these things, there are solutions for them. A lot of people have been through these things and they've got through them. Or you can ask Joe and myself, like, hey, what did you do? And we've probably made every mistake in the book. So we can say, definitely don't do that. That doesn't work very well. Maybe try this instead. But that is so valuable, absolutely so valuable. I mean, that's exactly what I do with my coach. I've got a coach for my coaching business, because it's like, I never run a coaching business before. So I'm going to go to someone who's been there and can say, maybe don't do that. I did that. It didn't work so well. So really valuable. Now,
Yeah.
you've alluded to some of this already. Like, you've had crazy growth in 2 years, and you're also at the point now where you're not cleaning. You went away recently, didn't you, as well? And it was like, yep, everything was fine. It was just running smoothly while you were away. It's like, yeah, no issues, which is kind of insane. what are some of the big wins you've had also? Maybe some of the, like, bigger contracts and things like that, but anything that comes to mind. Doesn't have to be contracts, but any other wins worth mentioning.
So yeah, I think that the biggest win for us is that we were able to move on with commercial cleaning, and we are getting bigger contracts month by month. So yeah, we don't need to deal with domestics anymore, and we are more confident about cleaning industry. We know what issues are facing our potential clients, and we know how to resolve this. We are confident about it. So that's the biggest wins. What else? We defined our business model. So it's not like we are looking just for commercials and we will get every contract that is appearing. We are choosing the best ones, and we are expanding quickly.
Rapidly. What an amazing position to be in.
Yeah.
Especially, like you said, being able to say no to stuff that you don't want. Just, you get to pick the contracts that you want. You're not going to end up with this cleaning company that's frantic and you've got all these cleans at different times of the day and different days of the week. It's like, no, if it doesn't fit, we're going to say no to it because we don't need to take it on. Amazing. And last question, what would you say to someone that's thinking about joining the academy? They've heard about it, they're on the fence, maybe they're thinking, I don't know if it's going to be for me. What would your advice be for them?
So if I had the opportunity to join the academy in 2016, when we started with cleaning business, I would be in different place right now. So I wouldn't hesitate to join. It gives you a solid practical and theoretical knowledge, starting from the basis how you should run the business, but also it gives you the tips for typical cleaning industry. You wouldn't be able to get the those information, or you would make mistakes as you mentioned. So I believe we would be in a different place if we would join in 2016. But yeah, I'm glad we have joined 2 years ago, and we had the opportunity to meet you and rest of the academy. So yeah, that is definitely the best investment you can do for your business and for your personal development and confidence.
Joe, honestly, thank you so much. It's been so amazing to see how much you've achieved over the past, less than 2 years, but just incredible. Like, such a transformation. And it's been such a joy to work with you and Paul. It's a blast. You guys are great to work with. It's fun for me as well, which is a big part of it. I'm pretty selective about who I bring into the academy for that reason. Like, I want to enjoy it. I want it to be fun. And having you guys in it is an absolute blast. So yeah, it's been as good for me, hopefully, as it's been for you as well. But thank you so much for taking the time to sit down. You didn't have to do this, but you wanted to do this, and that means the world to me. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And it's been just amazing to be any part of your journey, and be able to help however I can.
Thank you, Jamie. We are glad we gave us the chance to join the academy, and we decided to go ahead those 2 years ago once we saw your video. So
yeah, I've had like 3 people say to me, "Yeah, I saw your videos." More videos coming soon. So, Joe, thanks so much.
Thank you, Joe.